Oh my gosh, that's cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Chase Entry here. We're doing something really special today. We've got we're here in the gym. We got a really special guest in the house, and I don't know if you guys can see behind me. There's a trailer and a big box, and we're gonna go over what that is. But first, I want to introduce you guys to somebody super special. His name is Theo. What's up, Theo?
How's it, America? How's it going?
So, Theo, why don't you just tell everybody who are you? What are you doing?
Sure,
man?
sure. So my name is Theo Ferreira. I'm with Rugged Bound Supply Company. We started back in 2018, and what we are a distribution house, importer distributor for a brand from South Africa called Big Country 4x4. They've been around since about 2005, and in 2018 we decided to partner up with them and bring their brand to the United States. They got great products, awnings, rooftop tents, storage units, and welded roof racks. And so there's a lot of distance to go still, but we're excited to be here and we're excited to work with Chase.
Cool, man. So we're going to Theo just drove from Houston, and like I said, he got something really cool in that trailer back there, and we're going to unload it and show you guys kind of what it's about and give you a little bit more information about Big Country and kind of the origins and the quality factor behind it. And I think this is going to be a really cool partnership in the long run, man. So we're gonna show you guys some cool stuff together. So let's get this thing unloaded and show everybody what it's about.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all about the journey.
Okay, that's a
Theo
really cool.
He had a blowout on the trailer on the way down here at like 1 in the morning. So yeah. All right, guys. So let's do this.
You didn't know you were going to leave your house and get a workout today.
Okay, so Theo, so everybody knows, a little bit out of breath.
Cardio game not strong.
You were kind of mentioning this isn't the typical packaging because this is like the ground roots for this tent, right?
Yeah. So this is the first of the 2 prototypes that were sent out to the US to bring the brand to the market. So it was intended to go to Expo West in May. Since Expo West in May is not happening, we're looking to find a way to get the name and the brand out there faster.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's why we reached out to you.
Cool.
So yeah, the packaging is not final. It was intended to come to me. So
yeah,
when it ships to customers, it'll be vertical, so on the side.
Okay.
So it'll be a little bit different form factor when it packages.
Yeah.
And when it ships, and obviously we'll have to be branded.
Yeah, because I know everyone out there always likes watching unboxings and stuff. So
Yeah.
next time we'll have some better unboxings here.
We'll have another unboxing.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's get a knife or something. Let's crack this baby open. Theo's getting his arm first.
South Africans know how to use knives.
So Theo, you're from South Africa, right?
Yeah, born and raised. I first came to the US in 2004. On a work visa, oil and gas, and then worked all over the world. But primarily America.
Yeah. How would you say that the overland community differs from there?
Oh, look, in South Africa, we don't have the same DIY, focus that we have in the US. In the US, everyone wants to be able to build their own thing, install their own thing, or develop their own thing if they choose to do so. In South Africa, it's a little bit different, but in terms of the culture and the mindset, it's the same. We want to get away from the city. We want to get into nature, and that can be different things for different people. You know, for some people it's seeing the Big Five, and the sunset in Africa, and for other people, you know, it's driving through Colorado and seeing the amazing sights there are in Colorado or wherever in the U.S. Right? America's so big, there's so much to do. In Africa, we pretty much just drive north. You know, but in
That's crazy, man.
That is crazy.
That's so crazy. I want to go to Africa one day. We should go together. You should show us where Africa's all about.
Do you guys drink wine?
Do we drink wine? Oh my God! Yes, we do. Probably too much sometimes.
We're big winos.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we drink a lot of wine. Actually, I just installed like a wine rack. A wine rack. A wine rack on a shelf.
Let's see if this is gonna. I might stay over here. It might be better lighting. Oh yeah, much better. I'm gonna stay over here. I think both of us. Like,
Do you see this thing? It's freaking massive.
yeah, you showed me the video.
So much room for activities. So, yeah, now we got it unboxed. Everybody can kind of see how something awesome it looks. You want to kind of fill us in on some of the highlights, I guess, from the exterior standpoint?
Sure. So number one, you can see the big heavy duty extrusion custom T-tracks that we have on the roof. These are made by Big Country, so these are custom designed. This is not an item we buy off the shelf. So these tracks, inside the roof we have horizontal load bars from their roof rack series. Inside, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So on the top shell, on the inside, there are horizontal load bars, and so what that does is distributes the weight properly. So you can load 180 pounds on this roof.
Oh, cool.
Which is significant, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of weight on top of it.
It's not a nominal amount. 180 pounds is a lot. Now you would need to obviously remove that when you want to open the tent.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, at least for
That's the first thing. The second thing is, so the top surface is diamond plate. So we've gone with smooth before. But we just find that the diamond plate works better in the long run.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked about two-tone, so asking for a white roof with the tent is a certain color and the roof is white. We can do that, right? Especially in the pre-order stages. Obviously, when it comes to stocking them in the US, we're going to have a series of different color tents. On the topic of color, though, we do any color as long as it's flat.
Okay.
So for the pre-order, for the guys who want to have an orange tent, we can do that.
Yeah, so they can sort of match it to their, because I know that's
for some people that's important.
Yeah, especially in America, a lot of people like to match their stuff to the vehicle.
Right.
So
some people like the black or the gunmetal that this is, but if you're in the southern states, a lot of sun, this might not be the best choice if you're camping in summer.
Yeah.
But if you're camping in winter, it's a great choice.
Yeah.
Right. So it all depends on what it is that you do and where you camp and how you're going to use the tent, so we can accommodate what your needs are best for you. So that's on the exterior. That's the first thing. The next thing is these hinges. So we have the standard design hinges, and the reason we go with this is because if you need to be able to repair it, if you have breakage, the customer can repair it.
Oh,
right?
cool. Okay.
So
a little bit of modularity, sort of.
Yeah. So the hinges themselves are made by Big Country. So these are custom hinges, but the design is conventional, right?
Yeah.
So the Torx wrench bolts that go through and through, and the standard heavy-duty stainless steel bolts that work as the hinge. It's very basic, it's very strong, and if you have damage, if you hit a tree branch or something, you're not out of pocket, you can fix it yourself.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very smart.
All right.
I know you had mentioned, because, I'm going to do another video about the awning, the ostrich awning. You said it is mountable to the side, right?
Yeah, so we have an ostrich wing awning tent fitting kit.
Okay.
So that is fixed over here, on the side, in front, and over here in front of the hinge. And that would, if you order the tent with that intention, we will have it on the tent itself. But if you want to fix it on after the fact, we will ship it to you and you can install it yourself. There is a jig for the measurements you got to make. You do drill through the base,
Okay.
but you do seal it with RTV, and it's a through and through bolt with seals on both sides.
Okay. What's this for?
So this is the little foot piece for the stands.
Oh.
The tensioning stands or
Okay.
tensioning feet.
Yeah.
For the rain fly.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get it opened up and see what it looks like inside.
All right.
So, real quick before I do open it, I do like the fact that it's lockable, right?
Yes. So it's fully lockable, and again, this is standard hardware.
Yeah.
So, while it's heavy duty version of the standard hardware, you can replace it if it gets damaged or broken.
Yeah.
Or,
I really like the fact of this because Jackie and I have been actually everything that we've used up to this point we could not store bedding inside the tent, which
Great
makes
point.
packability inside. We have a mid-sized truck, so inside the truck it's very small, and a sleeping bag, 2 sleeping bags rolled up, and we like a lot of pillows, so 4 pillows sometimes.
Yeah. So the neat thing about this thing is it comes in 2 shapes.
Okay.
So within this footprint, this size, there are 2 shapes. So this one that you see here we call the Aero design.
Okay.
And so it's just about 7 inches in the front and about 11.5 inches in the back.
It's got a taper.
So it's got a taper to the front, and what this allows is for you to leave all your bedding inside,
Yeah.
and you can have full size pillows here,
Yeah.
as well. So if you move, especially if you're moving between campsites,
Which is generally what we're doing. It's usually
exactly.
like, I think we've only, unless I'm at an expo or something, but like when we're on a trip actually camping, it's like every night's a different location because you want to see
Right.
more, and so like taking stuff out of the tent and putting it in the truck is a pain sometimes, especially when we have the dogs and stuff. So
Right.
being able to leave it in here is going to be super nice, but there's also times we go to the grocery store and, you don't want people to like get inside your tent, so that's, I like the fact that you can lock it. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. And so this is the same price between the Aero and the Slim design. The Slim obviously is the same
Wow,
size
that's-
in the back and the front.
That's
so
cool.
It's just,
Yeah.
depends on what it is that you want.
That's a really good selling point. All right, let's open this thing up. All right, so pretty much a one-handed operation on the latches, and I guess you just pull it
Yeah,
over.
you just pull it up a little bit.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
All right. So we have a lot going on here.
Yeah, you want to kind of show me what's...
So let's flip the rain sheet over so they can see. All right. So with this new Penthouse XL, we've changed the canvas. So number 1, previously we had an olive drab, so kind of like your shirt, a little bit more green.
Yeah.
Right. Now we've moved to the gray since
like
it's
the
more a
gray.
popular color.
Yeah.
Right. Important to note that the other colors are still available.
Okay.
So we have an olive drab and we have a tan as well, more like a light khaki.
Yeah.
So if you prefer one of those colors in the pre-order, we'll just get those in and we'll make it custom to what you want. As we move into the commercialized phase where we have stock, we should have versions on each available.
Yeah.
All right.
I do like the gray super nice.
So as you can see, we've got 3 doors and all of them are large. So this is a 3 direction ingress tents. We have these heavy duty extrusions again, where the ladder slides in from the side.
Okay.
So you don't have an issue with the ladder popping out.
Yeah.
So you slide the ladder in from the side with T-bolts, which are on the ladder, right?
That's the ladder.
Which is this, yeah.
Okay.
And so you can put it over there, on the side, or on that side.
Okay.
The whole tent is fixed with Velcro. So there's a 2-inch Velcro strip over here.
Oh wow.
So what this means is, if you have been in a particularly, nasty environment for a long trip, and you want to take the whole thing off to clean it, you can do that easily on the ground,
That's
right?
cool.
If you get a really bad rip or a tear in it, and you need it repaired, you can take it off, take it to a canvas place to do a repair. They can patch it. You don't have to, worry about not being able to
Buying
take
a
it off.
whole new...
Yeah, and then of course you can buy a whole new tent. If you can buy a whole
Yeah.
new wedge if you wanted to. Right?
But that's a good point because a lot of tent manufacturers they offer some sort of kind of replaceability like that, but you can't take it off and have it easily repaired.
Right. So the next thing is the mosquito netting. So we also changed this. We used to have a very thick gauze. It's more of a a floor sheet material that you would use in camping in South Africa. It's very, very durable, but it's very thick, so it doesn't allow a lot of air through or light through, right? So the tent was very dark on the inside. So we changed this to really high quality fiberglass mosquito net. So this is about as good as it gets. This is really industrial stuff.
Yeah.
And what that means is you get a lot of visibility.
Okay.
Right?
Just roll up with the storage hooks for that.
Yeah, we've got the storage hooks. On the zips, so as you can see, we've got YKK. I think it's type 10, so it's really heavy duty and thick.
Yeah.
So it's not going to bind on you.
Yeah.
You don't have to lubricate these. They'll be okay without lubrication.
Yeah, you can tell they're heavy duty zipper for sure.
And then on the inside of the tent, you can now see, if you look at the roof, you can see the load bars. So those 4 horizontal beams are the load bars. It's a really heavy, thick extrusion.
Yeah.
And what that does is it translates the load effectively to the size of the tent where it's more stable.
Yeah, so it doesn't have that bow in the center.
Correct. Those are the same extrusions we use on the roof racks.
Oh, cool.
Right, so where the floor planks would go over those extrusions,
Yeah.
that's what carries the load. All right, so the tent comes standard with this storage net at the top, and also the LED light at the side. Maybe you can come around, you can see it.
Super nice to have a light, man. We, Jackie and I have had to, all the times we put lights in the tents. And,
Right, and based on customer feedback, we might just add a second light on this side.
Yeah.
We may change the location of it based on the feedback. That was the whole point of having these 2 tents in the US first, and then generate a pre-order cycle so we can make some changes based on the feedback.
What people actually want.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what this main power.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got the power hookup on the side. That's a 50 amp Brad Harrison,
Which is way more than what that light would take, so it's super overkill.
And on the inside, you have the USB plug already built in by the light, but you also have another Brad Harrison. So if you have a infrared heater that you want to use or something else, you can use your own electrical setup on the inside by just connecting to the Brad Harrison on the inside of the tent.
That is super.
So the other thing to note is that the LED lights got 2 colors. There's the white light and a yellow light, and then a combo. So if you want the yellow light inside, more of the amber light.
Yeah,
for
it's a little easier on the eyes at nighttime.
Easier on the eyes, easier on getting the mosquitoes in.
Kind of less blue light.
So
it looks like, you see there's another power.
So that's a takeoff.
Okay.
That's a takeoff for you to plug into if you want to
Add stuff.
Yeah. And we put it at the bottom because we assume that if people want to add stuff, they're going to want to add it at the bottom and not at the top.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can tell, you haven't even told me nothing about the mattress yet, but and the tents that we've slept in before, generally most tent mattresses suck, to say the least. And we don't ever want to knock anything, but I'm a big dude, and a 2-inch piece of foam in some tents that I slept on, it's like you're sleeping on concrete.
Yes.
And just by landing on this, I don't know what kind of mattress is this.
So this is a dual density mattress. So it's 3 inches.
Okay.
2 inches of ultra high density foam.
So I'm not gonna sink through it, basically.
Yeah, and then on top of that is an inch eggshell,
Okay.
which is softer.
Yeah.
Right, so you can feel if you run and obviously it's got a little layer on top of it, so you can't feel the eggshells, but underneath in the top is a 1 inch eggshell.
Yeah.
So on the video that we have on our Instagram channel and our YouTube channel, we have a cross cut of that foam, so you can quite clearly see how it's constructed. Yeah.
And it feels solid.
So this mattress cover, it's obviously it's heavy duty. On the bottom,
It's the same canvas.
it's the same canvas, right? So it's rot proof, mold proof,
Yeah.
right? If it does get wet, but the top is obviously a nice sturdy cotton,
Yeah.
and then this whole cover comes off. So there's a big Velcro edge. I think maybe it's on this side. Yeah. So here's a Velcro strip,
Yeah.
and so there's the mattress.
So this comes out. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you can wash the mattress cover, if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get that. So. Man, it's huge. That's super cool. Get in here with me.
Uh-huh. Hold it.
Yeah, I'll get in. All right, because this is typically.
We're squishy.
Yeah. What do you think? It's a lot of room, right? Like
I think I want my head that way though, so that way when we wake up, we can look out that way.
I have shoulder room. Look at that.
Look at it. You do have shoulder room.
Theo, this is awesome, man.
Fantastic.
I like that it, like, look, remember how he was saying, talking about this? This goes down instead of up.
Oh yeah.
When you use it often,
I didn't think about that. Yeah. Well, no,
It's in the way.
it's always in the way, and it hits me. I'm always the one that does it. He puts away all the cooking stuff, and I always put away the tent. Well, like, you know, rolling up the bed and all that. So it always hits me in the face.
So, where does the ladder store, or where is it recommended?
Great question. We don't store the ladder in the tent.
Great.
So this
That
is the
sucks. I used some other tents before, and that's where they wanted you to put it, and like, dude, the tent would be full of dirt and sand and crap.
yeah. So look, I mean, everyone uses the standard, you know, expander ladder these days, right? And that's great for some people. It's great for some applications, and it stores nice and compact. But eventually, it's going to get dirty.
Yeah.
It's going to get wet. It's going to get muddy.
Every use.
So you either have to put it in the back of your cab or back of your truck, or maybe have a back row that you don't use, like with dogs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So what we have is a custom ladder. I like this. And this is just, you know, the bag that it comes in. You don't have to use it for storage, right? All right. So the ladder. This is the bottom, and this is the top.
Okay.
So this is galvanized. You can still see the galvanization here. So it's not going to rust. You know, you might have some surface discoloration, rust from the rivets, etc. But the ladder itself is galvanized, and then it's you know, coated.
Sure.
Right. So slides together. So now I have an actual heavy-duty ladder.
Yeah.
These T-tracks, these T-bolts, you just adjust to make them loose as what you want. It's got little spacers in there.
Yeah.
So it's made to go
Slide
sideways in.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
If you're going to be setting up camp for a long time, if you've got a especially rugged terrain that you're camping on, you can actually tighten these nuts by taking the spacer out. You can actually fix the ladder more sturdily.
Yeah.
It's not going to come off. Okay. Now, you can do two things with the ladder. You can either so the way it comes with the tent is it comes in the bag.
Okay.
Right. So you have a bag, so you can put a dirt ladder in a bag, and this is a pretty small form factor that you can slide in the back of your truck, whatever, right?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Because it's quite thin.
Yeah.
Or you can have these. These are an optional extra. It's not very expensive, but this is the ladder rack.
Okay.
So the ladder rack specifically goes underneath. So you would install it right here and right here, and so the ladder sits across.
Which would be
Yeah.
really cool. I like
Right. So you can have a super dirty ladder,
Yeah.
and just have it sit on top, and it's got basically, you know, hinges or like a clamp, like a clamshell clamp on both sides, and then one section goes like this, the other section goes like that, and it clamps down.
I like that.
So something you can do on a video.
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. That's what's gonna have to get the strap. Close it.
Yeah. So we don't use the get this knife out of the way. We don't use the strap that everyone else has. Everyone else has a strap that goes on the outside that you flip down, right?
Yeah.
And it runs all the way from the corner to the front. With a really long elastic, that becomes an issue over time when the elastic loses elasticity. So we have these shorter rods of elastic, and they run on the inside of the tent. So they're really
For when you're closing it.
for when you're closing it. Yeah. So
Okay,
when you're setting up camp,
So it goes inside of itself.
yeah.
Okay.
So you just go here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
One here.
Would you say it's ideal to zip up everything?
So because these are folding in from the bottom, right? You can do this if you want to in a pinch, right?
Yeah.
It's less stuff that needs to be tucked in, right? But you can, you know, fold them up as long as you leave some air at the top for it to, you know, for it to come out. Yeah.
That would just tuck inside.
Yeah. So what I typically do with my tent is I fold these into the front like this.
Okay.
Kind of like that. So now you can see most of the tent gets pulled in by those two elastics, right?
Yes.
When you get to the bottom, you just pull it a little bit like this, and you take a glance down the side, make sure it's all in, right? Always double checking, is the key.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is so much easier.
Yeah, it's pretty painful. Now, what I would always suggest is, no matter how good you think the closing mechanism is, always do a glance around your tent. It's not going to damage the canvas, if you do it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But what happens is, if you do leave a little piece of canvas over the seal, even though it's a very wide seal, that can obviously get wet.
Yeah.
And when it gets wet, it starts sucking into wicks in the rain into the rest of the tent. So that's just one thing to be aware of.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's no wedge is immune to that.
Yeah.
But we do what we can to make sure it closes itself properly without having to do anything.
Let's put this rain fly out. You can see how that operates.
All right. So we have these two. You asked me before what these things are, right?
Yeah.
That's billet aluminum.
Okay.
And the hole that's drilled in there is actually at an angle. So it's pointed a little bit down and a little bit out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Make sure you get all the way in there.
All the way in.
Pull this up.
That's kind of standard. Most tents.
Yeah, it's a standard. And then on the side, we have these two eyelets.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Right? Get the suckers in there. That's it.
Wow. That's cool.
Can I just say that that seems so much easier than the previous
That
ones?
is definitely easier than everything we've used up to this point. We've used 4 different styles of rooftop tents, and that's definitely going to make camp setup especially shut down and close up. Like that's going to be
Even putting up that part right there sometimes is more of a pain in the butt than the whole tent.
Yeah. When you
Sometimes,
got
like with
4
all
windows
6 of
and,
them, yeah.
8 prop rods or whatever those are called.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And when it's on top of the truck and it's at, you have all the other attachments
Yeah.
on the truck and it's hard to get those in the whole thing, so.
and I guess that can come off if you're not going to be in really bad weather.
Yeah,
too,
so
right?
it does. It does come off. So there's a Velcro flap at the top,
Yeah.
so you can completely remove it if you want to.
Yeah. If
So
you
if
know
you're-
we're not going to be in bad weather, like
Yeah. If you want more sunshine, if you're camping in the winter,
Yeah.
and you don't have heavy snowfall,
and that's such a heavy angle. There's not going to be no pull. Like remember on our the last tent, we get
It
a
would
lot
hold.
of water pulling.
yeah, this one won't pull.
Even though the rain flies, I mean it would be a few gallons of water sometimes wake up in the morning. Like,
Right.
crap.
Yeah, we make the angle so severe so that you get the majority of the shade
Yeah.
on the tent. If you make it wider, then as soon as the sun sets, you're going to get quite a lot of sun coming in.
That is awesome.
Now we are talking with Big Country about making the rainfly start at the corners, so it has this rake to it. So have these come out towards this side.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have another rake that way. It's a popular design that a few manufacturers are using. We just found that for our customers in South Africa, this is what they prefer. But we'll listen to the customers in America and adjust as we need. And because we're so closely in partnership with the manufacturer, if we have enough customers ask for a specific design feature, there's no reason why we can't incorporate it.
That is so cool. I'm like so excited to use this.
I bet you are. You guys gonna go this weekend,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna use it this weekend. We're gonna definitely use it this weekend. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's hot or anything, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I don't care. We're gonna rough it if it's hot. I don't care. We're in Texas, so it's hot all the time. But whatever,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. So, man, that's cool, man. Can you think of any other things that you would like me or all the awesome people behind that screen there watching to know about it?
Well, so
Where can they maybe find you online?
absolutely,
or,
yeah. Thanks. So we have a channel on YouTube, Rugged Bound Supply Company. Our website is Rugged Bound, and also we're on Instagram at
Okay.
Rugged Bound, right? So everything Rugged Bound. Right now we are running a special on this tent as a pre-order. So how that works is the tents will retail at $3,600 for the large version, which is this,
Okay.
and 3100 for the shorter version,
Okay.
right? Which also comes in slim or Aero.
Okay.
But because of the pre-order special, we're discounting it by $1,000.
Jesus.
So this one right now on
discount.
pre-order is 2,600, and the shorter version is 2,100. Now that obviously extra on top of that comes freight and
Yeah.
shipping, but we'll work with the customers and
Yeah.
make sure that we pass along any freight savings directly to the customer, right? So we don't do any markup on freight.
Yeah.
The lead time, of course, everything is shipped from South Africa and manufactured. So we're looking to finish the pre-order by the end of May to give everyone opportunity to get some orders in.
Yeah.
And then we should be shipping the first batch by the middle of June.
Okay.
So that'll put them here in Houston in the middle of July.
Okay.
And they'll freight out from there. And the second batch will come in the middle of early in August.
Alright.
So that's roughly the timeline.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a value option for on an intro on a really heavy duty,
Yeah.
good quality tent,
Yeah.
now's the time to get one of these. It's one of your options.
That's a really competitive
Yeah.
price point on a tent.
Yeah.
You know, because Jack and I were looking at tents, you know, kind of right before we met or whatever, and you know, some of these tents are $36 to $4,500. You know,
Right.
to get something on a pre-order like that, that's a substantial discount for something of this size and its nature. You
Right.
know, that's
And-
incredible.
And quality.
And the other
Yeah.
perk is that if you get on the pre-order, look, even when it's in the commercial phase, we'll be doing custom colors as well.
Yeah.
But you'll just have to wait for it.
Yeah.
So if you have a very unique color scheme that you want, as long as it's flat, you just have to wait for it to come from South Africa. But you know you can still get it.
Yeah.
On the pre-order, you now have the option of getting that color from the bat.
Yeah.
Off the bat.
That's cool, man. So, all right, guys, look him up on Instagram at Rugged Bound. He's on YouTube also, and I'm gonna put the little beep 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 right there on the screen. And yeah, link in the description to his website too. And yeah, you guys can get yourself sipping in a penthouse while you're out on camp.